Dispute between industrialists and Nepal Electricity Authority regarding dedicated and trunk line further intensifies. NEA fails to follow the Prime Minister's directive to resume supply of electricity. Situation of 37 out of 63 people disappeared in the Trishuli River still unknown even after a lapse of 9 days. Indian rescue team in Chittagong to help in search operation. More than 104 people killed so far in violent clashes between protesting students and the police in Bangladesh. Nepal government bringing back home 17 Nepali students studying in Bangladesh tomorrow. And Nepal defeat host Maldives in straight sets to register their first win at the Kava Under-20 Women's Volleyball Championship. The dispute between industrialists and Nepal Electricity Authority (NEA) regarding dedicated and trunk line has further intensified. Industrialists have lobbied with the government after the authority halted electricity supply of 6 industries after they failed to clear their dues, while the government has sided with the industrialists and started exerting pressure on NEA to resume supply of power of these industries. However, the NEA has said it will not follow suit until the industries pay the outstanding amounts. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had directed to immediately resume supply of electricity. However, Managing Director of Nepal Electricity Authority Kulman Gising said that it was not possible to do so without a written directive and a decision by the board meeting. Industrialists have continued lobbying with the government after the Nepal Electricity Authority halted the supply of electricity of 6 industries that have failed to pay dues for dedicated and trunk line services. The government seems to be in favor of the industrialists and has been exerting pressure to resume power supply. Prime Minister Oli on Thursday had assured the Ministry of Energy, Nepal Electricity Authority, and industrialists to resolve the issue and urge the authority to resume power supply. The government has been exerting pressure on the NEA to do so, saying it will affect production. However, the authority has remained firm on its stance. According to NEA, industries have not paid 6.6 billion rupees for dedicated and trunk line services. The authority had corresponded with 61 industries on 25th of June last month, urging them to clear the dues. The power supply of 6 industries were halted after they failed to pay the amount within the deadline, which ended on 9th of July. Industrialists have blamed the NEA for not following directives issued by the government, while the authority has maintained that it required a written directive and a decision by the board. Meanwhile, NEA officials say that industrialists have influenced the government in a bid to evade the payment. The government had formed a commission under the leadership of Girish Chandra Lal to address the issue. After the report was submitted by the commission, the government had directed NEA not to collect payment of mid-July 2015 to mid-January 2016 and mid-May 2018 to mid-July 2020. However, the government had directed to collect payment from those who had been provided electricity during load shedding between mid-January 2016 and mid-May 2018. The NEA has claimed that the report by the Commission was implemented in favor of industrialists. Even though the authority has been trying to collect the dues, efforts are being made to pardon the outstanding payment through the Cabinet. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what do you term the statement of Deputy Speaker Indira Rana, where she has said that she had unknowingly recommended unofficial individuals to send them to the USA? 18% voted for A, no knowledge of law, 48% voted for B, abuse of authority, and 34% voted for C, topic for investigation. And here's today's question. Why has Managing Director of NEA Kulman Gising not followed directives issued by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to resume supply of electricity? Your options are A, loss to state coffers, B, not supporting the government, and C, against the provisions. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. CPN-UML has issued a whip directing to give the vote of confidence to Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli tomorrow. The Premier is scheduled to take the vote of confidence from the House of Representatives tomorrow. Chief Whip of CPN-UML Parliamentary Party, Mahesh Bartola, issued the whip through SMS directing all the lawmakers from CPN-UML to vote in favor of Prime Minister Oli in the meeting of the House of Representatives tomorrow. He said that the Premier will present the proposal for the floor test tomorrow and directed the lawmakers to mandatorily attend the meeting. Oli has made preparations to take the confidence vote under sub-article 4 of Article 76 of the Constitution of Nepal. As per the constitutional provision, an individual who is appointed as the Prime Minister with the support of 2 or more parties must clear the floor test from the House of Representatives within 30 days. Oli had been appointed to the top executive post last Sunday. General Secretary of Nepali Congress, Gagan Kumar Thapa, has expressed doubt regarding the implementation of the recent 7-point agreement reached between Nepali Congress and CPN-UML. He said that Premier KP Sharma Oli must clarify such issues during the vote of confidence from the House of Representatives tomorrow. Addressing a program organized by Jai Nepal Foundation in the capital today, Nepali Congress General Secretary Thapa recalled the deceitful politics between his party president Sherbahadur Deuba and Premier Oli in the past and expressed doubt regarding the implementation of agreements reached this time around. He said that the written 7-point agreement reached between the two parties that includes the understanding about sharing the term of the government leadership should be made public. He said that Prime Minister Oli must make public the agreement signed by the two parties during the meeting of the House of Representatives tomorrow. General Secretary Thapa said that Oli should be accountable for the future course of the ruling alliance. He claimed that disputes will not be caused within the ruling alliance by Nepali Congress. Thapa attributed the formation of the current political alliance to CPN Maoist Center chairperson Pushpakamal Dahal's deceitful actions in the past. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. The Indian rescue team that has arrived in Nepal to assist in the search for the missing passengers from the 2 ill-fated buses that were swept into the Trishuli River in Simmental, Chitwan on 12th of July will begin rescue operation from tomorrow morning. A team of India's National Disaster Response Force, including experts, had arrived in Chitwan through Bhairawa today. Chief District Officer of Chitwan, Indradev Yadav, said that the 12-member Indian rescue team will coordinate with the team of the Disaster Management Training Center of Armed Police Force in Kuringtar, Chitwan. The 2 buses that had been swept away by landslide into the Trishuli River in Simmental under the Narangad Mugling Road section have yet to be recovered, with bodies of the passengers that were on board the buses that have been recovered at a distance of up to 100 kilometers on the Indian side as well. According to the District Police Administration, 25 bodies had been recovered until this morning, including 21 of male and 4 of female. Bodies have also been recovered from the riverbanks of the Narani River in Nawalparasi. Deputy Superintendent of Police of the District Police Office Chitwan, Bhavesh Rimal, said that 18 bodies have been identified so far and handed to the family members. A total of 65 individuals were on board the 2 ill-fated buses. 3 individuals had jumped out of the bus and saved themselves, while the remaining passengers had gone missing. A team of 500 security personnel from Nepal Army, Armed Police Force, and Nepal Police have continued the search operation using sonar cameras, rafting boats, motorboats, divers, and on foot. In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces why high-ranking officials are frequently dragged into controversies. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
नातावाद, कृपावाद र यस्तै भ्रष्टाचारहरुको कारणले गर्दा नै पटक-पटक विवादमा आइरहेका छन्।
आफूले गर्नुपर्ने कर्तव्यहरु बिर्सेर पैसाको पछि लाग्नाले यस्तो भएको।
एउटा पुग्यो भने अर्कोले फेरि म पनि त्यहाँ पुग्न पाउँथ्यो, म पनि जान पाउँथ्यो भन्दाखेरि
परिवारबाट उनीहरुलाई आफन्तहरुले यति कमाइसके भन्ने दबाब जान्छ, जसको कारणले उनीहरुले अनैतिक तरिकाले आर्जन गर्न खोज्छन्।
म को हो के हो भन्ने कुराहरू त्यहाँहरूले माथि गएपछि बिर्सिनुहुन्छ।
निहित स्वार्थमा प्रेरित भएर अगाडि बढ्नुको कारणले नै यो विवादमा आउने गरेका हुन्।
आइडिया नभए मान्छे पुग्छ अनि कामहरू गलत गर्छ अनि त्यही भएर विवादमा आउँछ।
आय आर्जनको लोभ जस्तो लाग्छ।
ठगहरू लोभी पापीहरू माथि गएकोले भएको।
उसले आफूले इन्भेस्ट गरेको त्यो पैसा उपर गर्न थाल्छ, त्योभन्दा बढी नै उपर गर्न थाल्छ, त्यो भएर राम्रो काम गर्दै गर्दैन, विवादमा मुसिनी भइहाल्यो।
नेताहरूले आफ्नो पदीय मर्यादा बिर्सिन्छन्, त्यसैले बेला बेलामा विवादमा आइरहन्छन्।
It's time now for the international updates. Police imposed a strict curfew with shoot-on-sight order across Bangladesh as military forces patrolled parts of the capital today after many were killed and hundreds injured in clashes over the allocation of civil service jobs. The curfew began at midnight and was relaxed from noon to 2 p.m. local time today for people to run essential errands and is expected to last until 10 a.m. tomorrow, allowing officers to fire on mobs in extreme cases. After the police failed to stop the students' demonstration, the government sent soldiers to the streets to control the activities. According to AFP, 104 people have been killed so far in violent clashes between protesting students and the police. Several people were also injured during the violent protest. Yesterday, the protesters stormed various government offices, National Disaster Management Office. The protesters set fire to the office of the state television BTV. Due to damage to the offices of some media outlets, they have not been able to update their news. Likewise, phone and internet services across the country have also been completely shut down, while a group has hacked the websites of the Central Bank of Bangladesh, the Prime Minister's office, and the police. The government has called the protesting students for talks, but they have rejected it. After the agitation, the Nepali embassy in Dhaka has requested all Nepali students to stay safe and not leave their places. India has assisted students from Nepal and Bhutan in crossing into India upon request. Meanwhile, 17 students studying in Bangladesh are being brought back home tomorrow in an effort by the Nepal government. After Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina addressed the nation last Wednesday and asked the protesters to be patient until the court's decision, the protesters made the protest more continuous and violent. As the demonstration intensified, the Ministry of Education there has closed all government and private institutions indefinitely since Wednesday. The students have been protesting for a few days now, demanding the abolition of the 30% reservation in government jobs for the families of freedom fighters. French police used water cannon truck and tear gas to disperse climate activists gathered in western France today to oppose the construction of water reservoirs for agricultural use. Around 3,000 protesters, including environmental activists and anarchist groups, joined the demonstration in the port city of La Rochelle today, met by heavy riot police presence. The La Rochelle March was the second day of protests in the area, despite a ban by police. Yesterday, protesters failed to reach Saint-Sauvant, where a water basin project is being planned. The basins, located in Deux-Sèvres department in the west and heavily financed by the French state, are designed to store water in winter in order to irrigate crops during increasingly dry summers. The reservoirs are meant to be filled by pumping groundwater to the surface, but opponents say they are useless if there is insufficient snow and rainfall in the winter period. They also say storing groundwater in the open exposes it to evaporation and potential contamination by algae and bacteria. Protests against a similar project in March of 2023 had left scores injured, including several critically, as police repelled protesters trying to reach the Saint-Soline construction site in the same region. It's time now for another short break. We'll be right back. It's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Nepal have defeated host Maldives in straight sets to register their first win at the Kava Under-20 Women's Volleyball Championship. Nepal defeated Maldives in 3 sets, 25-16, 25-9, 25-10, to secure their first victory. Nepal are up against Pakistan in their second match of the ACC Women's Asia Cup. Nepal had defeated United Arab Emirates by 6 wickets in their first match in Group A yesterday, which was Nepal's first ever win in Asia Cup. Nepal skipper Indu Burma said that Team Nepal's spirits are high following yesterday's win against UAE. Speaking to Kantipur News, Captain Burma said the team will fight against test nation Pakistan tomorrow for a win. In the match against UAE, Nepal's opener Samjana Kharka was impressive, scoring an unbeaten 72 off 45 balls, smashing 11 fours. Nepal's match against Pakistan in Dombola International Stadium in Sri Lanka tomorrow is scheduled to kick off at 7:15 p.m. Nepal time. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.